Hey everyone, I hope you are having a great time. Today I'm going to share my experience of newly released xDuoo TA-32 Tube Pre-Amplifier stage with DAC built inside. This standard version that I received comes with raw Muse IC BD34301 chip inside with little card that you can interchange. They offer a few different types of cards such as ESS and AKM and those kind of chips. I assume standard one is this raw Muse IC chip inside. This one retail for $999 currently available. For the headphone amplifier stage, it can output 3000 milliwatt of power output, which is capable of using headphones from such as 16 ohm to 600 ohm pretty much. 5U4G rectifier tube, hybrid tube output stage with transistor in between. So 212AU7 is using for each channel, either pre-tube out or the headphone amplifier out. That is a tube hybrid stage that is featured on this TA-32. So build quality is incredibly good on this one. Totally reflect the asking price of $999. It's featuring R-core transformer inside, which help reduce the heat and the leakage as well compared to other type of transformers you can put next to other component without getting interference from transformer itself, so which is very good option that come with it. Very simple to operate. 4 pins balance out, 4.4 millimeter balance out, and 6.35 millimeter standard headphone output. This one is volume control. It has all the gain number that you can see there. Right now I'm only using it as a DAC. This corner is gain level indicator. Right now at the low gain setting, if you want to change it, push this gain button. Medium gain or high gain setting. That's only apply to headphone amplifier stage. Doesn't apply to pre-output or DAC output stage. And next one is pairing Bluetooth. Right now it's not paired with my phone, but it's easy to pair and it sounds very good for that option, although I don't use Bluetooth regularly. And you can change other settings inside this menu, push and hold. This one is filter setting. You can change it to filter 1, filter 2, and next one is black light. You can change it to 15 seconds or 30 seconds or depending on what you like. And next one is headphone balance, left and right. And next one is this display options. If you want to display sampling rate or spectrum, only 2 options there. So those are all the setting that they have in this, and this is factory reset. 212AU7 sits kind of low. I would love slightly higher sitting position. TA-32 structure is 3-piece aluminum housing. Main circuit board sits right here in the middle, so it's floated design. This is how you select input, pushing this main button. Only thing that you might want is the remote control, but this one doesn't come with the remote control. XLR balance input as well as auxiliary input if you want to use it as pre-amplifier. If you are using it as a pre-stage, be sure to connect the tube selection area. So that is the one in the middle. XLR balance out and RCA out. Those are pure digital to analog converter out. It doesn't have any gain control on those 2 outputs. So those are the things that we have to be aware of, because if you connect wrong one when you're using this TA-32, it might pop your tweeters because it might come out terribly loud. They should label it a little bit more clearly, right? Those are the things that I want you to be aware of it. And another thing is, if you are using internal pre-amplifier tube stage or headphone stage, when you listen in music, when track changes, it makes tiny bit of noise That's the only noise that you can notice. That's more to do with the tube stage than the actual DAC digital to analog conversion performance of this TA-32. So just want to remind you that. I also tried this TA-32S pre-DAC connecting with Gallium Audio DSA-75 Class ABM, streaming music and watching movies, and I was thoroughly impressed the way they sound together using 3 different type of speakers that you will see here. It paired really well with Gallium TSA-75. Synergy is phenomenal. And also I tried with top-end B100 monoblocks as well. So that one sounded a little bit softer and more relaxing pairing with this TA-32 pre-amplifier output stage using RCA cable. I tried a bunch of setup, and also I wanted to try balanced output. So balanced 4.4 millimeter output I tried out of this TA-32 using Y cable to standard XLR output connected with TSA-75 or other amps, and it worked out great. That is the one option that you can do if you want balanced output. So I tried a bunch of music as usual, modern tracks to 70s to classical music, hard rock and jazz, and everything combined. Overall, sound quality is deep and richer side of neutral sound. It may not be super airy or spacious sound like ESS chip kind of DACs that it can offer, but this one has nice depth and texture and body to it in overall frequency range, including lowest of the notes. I wouldn't call it really tubey bass quality, but pretty close to it across the frequency ranges. Very enjoyable no matter what type of section you are using. Meaning like you are using headphone stage or pure DAC or as a pre-DAC. Doesn't matter what you choose, it will give you very good results. So compared to xDuoo XD05 Pro or XD05Ts or those kind of headphone amp with the battery power and all-in-one component that you can also use, right? So this one totally step up the game in like neutral yet deep, rich, and very enjoyable refinement in sound reproduction. Frequency extension is pretty neutral, not super extended or not laid back or not that kind of sound quality. Mid-range and vocals are neutral as well, but you might find it a little bit on thicker and richer sounding compared to such as ESS kind of sound. So that is depending on your personal taste and your choice. For that, they offer ESS cut that you can swap it out or AKM. So those are the options. This is one of the components that pretty much it can do it all. If I'm not using these 2 of my main amps, I truly love the way it sounds in terms of synergy with Gallium TSA-75 and B100. Sound quality is wider and deeper than you might have experienced with DACs in this price point. Compared to dedicated DACs such as top-end R2 Centauros or top-end like D93 Discrete or those kind of DACs, this one is slightly behind in overall resolution, because that is more to do with the tube stage as well as Rome Muse IC, the BD34301 sound signature as well. So those are my finding using in my system. When I'm pairing with this Accuphase E4000, bass quality is probably one of the deepest sounding bass quality out of my system pairing with DAC in this under $1,000 price range. So that kind of bass quality with accurate mid-range and enjoyable highs, I don't have anything to complain in terms of sound quality. It just needs parent synergy to click together. So another thing that I like to mention is the footers on this TA-32 is not to my liking. It's kind of like a hard rubber kind of thing. Because of that, I'm using isolation footers underneath. It helps air circulation, and by the way, this one don't get very hot. In this video, you will hear a sound sample of this TA-32 pairing with this S1E Towers and my Accuphase E4000. This could be the equipment that you're waiting for, right? You want pre-stage, good quality DAC that you can swap out the cuts, and very good power supply such as that Arco transformer as well as Nichicon caps inside, and plus you can play around with different kind of 12AU7 and fine tune it. The standard tubes are raised 12AU7 tubes that come with it. The rectifier tube is xDuoo branded. So those are the things that you can fine tune and play around on this xDuoo TA-32. For $999, all the features and functions as well as sound quality and build quality totally reflect the asking price, and it may be exceeded than competitions are offering, because you get tube hybrid output stage DAC inside, and is changeable to different kind of DACs, and headphone amplifier. Oh, by the way, headphone amplifier is very much reflect to aforementioned sound signature and sound quality as well. I use two different type of headphones. My reference Sony MDR7506 monitor headphones, and Variant 1 planar magnetic headphones as well. They both sounded nice. When I'm using Sony, I like to use it at the low gain setting. So price is good. Everything that it can offer you is incredible. Probably this is the hidden gem and bargain of 2025 just started, but many companies have to come up with beating this xDuoo TA-32 in terms of features and price and performance and build quality for this price point of $999. Highly recommended, my friend. Thank you for watching and happy listening.
Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa, men have named you. You're so like the lady with a mystic smile. Is it only 'cause you're lonely they have blamed you for that Mona Lisa strangeness in her smile? Do you smile to tempt a lover, Mona Lisa? Or is this your way to hide a broken heart? Many dreams have been brought to your doorstep. They just lie there and they die there. Are you warm? Are you real, Mona Lisa? Or just a cold and lonely, lovely work of art? Many dreams have been brought to your doorstep, but they just lie there and they die there. Are you warm? Are you real, Mona Lisa? Or just a cold and lonely, lovely work of art? Are you warm? Are you real, Mona Lisa? Or just a cold and lonely, lovely work of art?